Yeah. We're alive. How we doing? How are we doing? Not as good as PrizePicks, apparently, because they're literally giving away money tonight. They're giving it away. In what circumstance do people just give away money like this? Cordell Patterson at 53.5 rushing yards. Have you seen Crispy P on the field in the last 7 days? The answer is yes. This is a fucking easy smash. The weather's going to be bad tonight in Carolina. Not hurricanes, but gusts up to 25 miles an hour. For the most part, they're going to live between 10 and 15 miles per hour. They're going to go heavy on the ground. This is the guy you go heavy with. There'll be a lot of Algier, too. I like Algier. tonight. I think his line's like 32, but I like Patterson more. Patterson's explosive, even though Algier's shown a little bit of explosivity, not to be confused with exclusivity, which is what this is. There's a lot of, oh, no. Damn. I made this public. Didn't see a link in Discord this week. Oh, shit. I didn't put a link in Discord. Damn it. I made this public by accident, Bob. It looks like anyone who wants to join the live stream is public. This is the Q&Assault. By the way, this is supposed to be only to Big Dog members. If you want to sign up for next week's Q&Assault, BDGE.co. That's also where our rankings will be. Damn. All right. Well, if you're a Big Dog member and you need sit start answers, just drop them in the members only section. I'll come out in here and hang out for a little bit. But go nail this on PrizePicks, please. The game's going to be a good one tonight because it's the Falcons. They've never had a bad game. They've never blown a big lead. They've never done anything bad. They've only given me positive energy in my lifetime. Cordell Patterson, PrizePicks. Promo code BDGE will get you a 100% deposit match. Go nail it. Go nail it. Yeah. How we doing, everybody? It's Thursday evening. We usually don't do the live streams tonight, but we finna do it. Snuck in. You damn right. Don't get used to it. Don't get used to it. Dylan, baby. Looking schmexy. Superflex, start 2. Jared Goff, Marcus Mariota, PJ Walker, Taylor Heinicke. Starting me off with quarterback questions. You come in here and you make me answer quarterback questions? I fucking dare you. I have Goff and Mariota, I believe, as like my 17 and 18 ranked quarterbacks ahead of the other guys. So I'll take those two. Taylor Heinicke versus he's going to live under pressure this week against Philadelphia. PJ Walker, I mean, you can't be starting him after what we saw last week. Plus, again, the weather there. I know I said Mariota, but I like Mariota more than more than Walker and Heinicke. So I like those two, Goff and Mariota goat. Hardman or Pittman? Wow, what does the world come to? Yeah, Hardman's been a little bit consistent over the last fucking 2 weeks for the first time in his entire career. I still go Pittman here. I don't love Pittman anymore. He's like my wide receiver. I want to say 33 for the week, but still higher than Hardman. I don't trust Hardman for a fucking second. Skirt. Hello, son. Hello, granddaughter. Current BDG Dynasty League 5 champ here. Like 5-time champ or give me a second. I got to drop this link into the Chizzy. Chizzy. You know what it is. Boom. From Spain. Ciao. Hola. Roberto. Full PPR, Matt Collins, Cortland Sutton, Khalil Herbert. I told y'all last week. If you address me with flex questions, you put the players first, and then you follow up with another comment that just says flex. So I can hit a fucking... So I can do that shit on you. Full PPR, Matt Collins, Cortland Sutton, Khalil Herbert. Got to pick one of them. This is where people get real smart and take Matt Collins with Darren Waller out. I got news for you. He's fucking been out. Hunter Renfrow hasn't done shit. I'm not getting overly excited about Matt Collins because those two got put on the IR, right? Let's be real here. Let's be smart. Let's make money moves here. Cortland Sutton, stinkers. He's throwing up like 3 or 4 stinkers in a row. But Tennessee's got a terrible pass D. You think coming off the bye, Russ might hit the kitchen, might whip up, might not. And then you got Khalil Herbert, where it feels like David Montgomery kind of sees control over that backfield again. So they're close for sure. They're close for sure. But I do have actually, they're so close. I have Herbert at 51. I have Cortland Sutton at 54. This is full PPR. So I think I might lean Sutton there. I think I might lean Sutton. Jeff Wilson or Darnell Mooney. I will take Jeff Wilson there. How you feeling about DeAndre Swift versus Aaron Jones the rest of the season? I'd feel pretty depressed if I had them. I'd much rather play Aaron Jones right now. DeAndre Swift is one of those dudes that I don't think I can get into my lineup until I see him have a big game again. He's just getting like 6 touches a game. It's disgusting. You know, there can be no trust there. Can be no trust with DeAndre Swift in your lineup. He's got a little bit of explosion, but he doesn't get goal line carries. He doesn't really get carries at all. So I would take Jones over Swift rest of season, but don't feel great about it. Hey, big boy Tyrell. Hello, big girl. DPJ or Terrace Marshall? These are the type of fucking questions that we need. These two, I remember going back and forth in my rankings on these two. I want to say they are literally back and forth together. We have, oh no, I moved DPJ. I was going to say I have Donald Peoples-Jones, my wide receiver 37. I have Terrace Marshall as my wide receiver 39. I like DPJ a little bit more. He's been more consistent. He has a better matchup against Miami because Terrace Marshall is playing, one, with PJ Walker as his quarterback. 2, again, he's in bad weather tonight in Carolina. So I don't expect really strong passing games from either side. I will lean DPJ. We all up in here. We rocked up, baby. Yeah. Let's get it on and popping. Pitts or Dulcich, half PPR. Very close. Very close. I have Dulcich, number 8. Again, the Tennessee Titans pass defense is atrocious. I have Pitts at number 10. However, he's getting a ton of air yards, and they just continue to just miss connecting on throws by like that much. I don't even know if you could see it on the camera. I'd zoom in if I could, if this lens could zoom in further. So Pitts could be due for a big day, but I will go with Dulcich. The Titans allow the 5th most fantasy points to the tight end position. The Panthers allow the 21st. So Panthers are just not a good defense overall. I think this is a game where the Falcons will run and 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 run. So I as crazy as that sounds, I would lean Dulcich here. Hello, hello. We playing Najee? Oh, not unless someone puts a gun to your head, which is what I feel like I have in a league or two. This is going to be a big Jaylen Warren week, man. There's again, where there's smoke, there's fire, and we continue to get reports saying that they're going to get Warren more and more and more involved, and he's already involved. So what that means is they're going to be a 50-50 split, if not pushing towards Warren. And if you've watched any lick of Steelers football this year, you would know that if the two of them get the same amount of touches, one of them is going to end up with more production. And his name ain't fucking Najee Harris. He's slow. He's fat. He stinks. I'm expecting a pretty big game out of Jaylen Warren this week. I don't know if that helped answer your question whatsoever. Destin, maybe Etienne. What? Trade my Debo, Pitts for Hawkinson, Olave, full PPR. Interesting move. Yes, I would take that. I would probably take a lot. I think the other side, I would take straight up over both of those guys. I would take Hawkinson in full PPR over Pitts for the rest of the season, and maybe Olave Debo is a little bit closer, but I really like Olave, man. I think I would take the Olave Hawkinson side there. Let's gaining. I forgot this is what happens when I open up the live streams to the public. It's just some dude typing the same question over and over and over and over again. Nick, not a start sit, but I love Christian Watson to breakouts Sunday. Could you see him being a league winner second half? Dude, I really like that call too. Now that we know he didn't have the second concussion, I am way more interested in Christian Watson, and that opportunity share is just up for the taking. If you need upside and you're desperate for a flex play this week, Christian Watson could be in store for a very big game. I love that. I love him as a stash. I think if you have any room on your bench right now and he's sitting there on the waiver wire, I think Watson's for sure a dude that you need to go pick up right now. Yo, my dog. You think Mariota and Pitts can repeat that performance they had against the Panthers a few weeks ago? I ain't betting on it, dude. You would be not the smartest to bet on that. Gus, Michael Carter on a bye. Have to play one. Dylan, Kyron, Warren, full PPR. Warren for me, for sure. Definitely not. Is Kyron even going to play? Definitely. Nah. Yeah. For me, it's Warren. Jerry Jeudy or Brandon Cooks? Definitely Jeudy for me there. Jeudy has been cooking. And Cooks, I don't know what his deal is right now. He's probably going to play, but I would still rather play Jeudy. He's been hot. And against, again, Tennessee, shitty pass D. Let's get it on and popping. Hello, Dylan. I've been doing okay. Slowly passing away, you know. You know what they say, if you ain't living, you're dying. I definitely haven't been live streaming that much. So if you do the math, you know what that means. Yeah. By the way, if anyone out there, I know this is a very small audience size, so it's probably going to be a very unlikely chance this happens, but we're headed to Penn State tomorrow. The whole office. We're going to Penn State for the tailgate for the Maryland games. We'll be there all weekend, but we're setting up in lot 12 at Penn State for the tailgate. So Saturday morning, we'll be there from probably like 10 a.m., 9:30, 10 a.m. through whenever game time is, 3:30. So pull the fuck up. We'll have marks. We'll be doing giveaways just like this fucking giveaway right here, which I got to get into in a sec. That's a Stephon Diggs signed ass helmet, by the way. By the way. What's popping? What's popping, my guy? Tiered PPR. Sit one this week. Swift, Sutton, Gabe Davis, Pittman. Whoo! All right. Well, Sutton and Davis are definitely going to be in my lineup. Swift gets a little bit more interesting. Oh, it's tiered PPR, so he's doing half PPR. I'm gonna rip all three wide receivers there, Keelan. You're full PPR. Kyle Pitts or Cole Kmet must win. I'll go Pitts here. I'll go Pitts. Kmet is where we draw the line. I know he had a big game last week, but like it was on the heels of the 2 touchdowns. It's really the only thing he's done this year. Fields, we're excited about the big game he just had, but most of that was through the ground. Don't forget, he averaged like fucking 4.5 yards per attempt. It was not a good passing game by any stretch of the imagination. So let's not get wrapped up in a running quarterback's fantasy point total. You know? Yo, Begus, we had a meltdown at the office today when we realized we didn't put your pick in because we freaked out because we thought you picked Fresh & Co. We came to the conclusion, we're like, holy shit, he picked Fresh & Co. We didn't put him on the fucking video, and he got it right. Like, what a cuck job by us. And our heart dropped. Our nut fell to our foot for like a good 45 to 60 seconds. And then we remembered you picked all guys, and it was a fucking L by you. So, if anything, we did you a favor because you took a loss, and now you get to redeem yourself tomorrow. So, you didn't get cucked. If anything, you cucked us. You are the cucker. Biggest cuck Johnstein. Brandon Cooks, Curtis Samuel, Terrace Marshall in the flex, full PPR. Here's probably where I push the line on Brandon Cooks. If Brandon Cooks is playing inactive, I'm going to play him there. Let's get it on and popping. Let's see. Full PPR, pick one, Jamal Williams, Deontay Johnson, or Wan'Dale Robinson. Oh, Jamal Williams for me, for sure. Jamal's been a fucking beast, even when Swift is active. Drake London or Christian Watson? Ooh, you asking the right questions here, boy. That's a really tough one to answer. Let me see where I put Watson this week. This is full PPR. Actually, didn't put his scoring settings. I have London, wide receiver 42. I have Christian Watson, wide receiver 46. So that would pretty much answer that. I think I like Watson better as like a stash with big upside than I do an actual play this week. You know, that's my way of being like, don't start him, but if he does really well, I kind of told you that he was going to be good. So it's my way of bullshitting right now. DK or Juju have PPR. I feel like you just got to kind of start the Seattle wide receivers at this point. I have DK much higher. I think I have him wide receiver 13 and Juju at wide receiver 19 or so. So I like DK. Goddard, Debo, Sutton, full PPR. Love the content and love the vibes. We love you. Well, it's between the first two for me for sure. I think I'm going to go Goddard here. I mean, the Chargers pass defense is kind of atrocious, but Goddard I feel like is just so safe. I really, really like Goddard. So I think you can do what you want between Goddard and Debo, but I would definitely put Sutton off the list there, and I would slightly lean towards Goddard. Trade Fournette and Foreman for Jacobs and half PPR. Interesting move there. As long as, are you starting both of the Fournette and Foreman? I guess like the easy out here is to tell you that Jacobs is the best player in the trade. So if you're okay depth wise, like if you have another flex to put in wherever you were playing the other guy, then yeah, I would take the Jacobs side there. Yeah, let me tell you all about this helmet giveaway real quick for you guys. So we're working with Pristine Auction, and they gave us this Stephon Diggs signed helmet. It's a beautiful signature. It's just a beautiful helmet overall, and we're giving it away to one of you guys for free. If you go to pristineauction.com, the link will be in the description down below, and you use promo code BDGE when you get on there. This is not even a buy anything. Just use the code when you sign up on Pristine Auction, and you're automatically going to be entered into this helmet free raffle giveaway. Like there's nothing to lose here. Only helmets to gain, only SIGs to gain, only SIGs to fucking smoke if you don't enter this raffle right now. And if it's your first time on Pristine Auction, you use the code. They're also going to give you $10 towards your first auction or raffle. And the prices for things like this are so much cheaper doing it via auction on their website. So go ahead to Pristine Auction. Link will be down below. Use code BDG when you sign up. This thing's beautiful. Yeah. Where we at, though? I just want to give a PSA here. Doing things like this, like extra question marks or all caps, I see all the comments equally. You know, they're all spread out. The user interface on StreamYard is quite pretty. So I see all the comments. This does not make me see a comment more than a different comment, you know? People will be putting emojis and shit. They think it gets to me. They think I'm finna rip because of it. That being said, though, Russell Wilson. Tua or Murray? I have Tua. I have Tua as like the QB4 this week, I think. There's not a lot of dudes that are starting over Tua anymore. Jay Weiss. How you doing, baby? Pick two, full PPR. We have Demont, we have Connor, we have Singletary. I have Demont and Connor ranked higher. I have them back-to-back in my rankings at like 16, 17, and then Singletary like 2 or 3 spots behind, or 2 or 3 spots after. Demont, I feel like this is going to be a nice little explosion game for for him. Like if you have been holding him and playing him weekly and really haven't got that upside, I feel like this is kind of the game that you held him for. This is the game that you drafted him for. So I like Demont. James Conner came back as like the workhorse last week too. Eno's kind of phased out. So the Rams are obviously not an easy team to run against with Aaron Donald, but James Conner, I was looking back at like last year's games against the Rams, and this year, he struggled, heavily against them in week 3. Last year, though, he scored 5 touchdowns in 3 games against them. Like that was the Conner that we got over and over again last year. You know what's insane? James Conner has not had a 100-yard rushing game since fucking week 6 of 2020. That's 10, 25, 26. James Conner hasn't had a 100-yard rushing game in 32 games, despite seeing like fucking 400 carries over that span. That's impressive, honestly. He looks so good from time to time. Like he's one of those, he's kind of like Najee Harris, where he looks good on individual plays, but you ask him to do it over like a long span, and you get fucking Jalen Warrened up. You get that warrant. You got motherfuckers knocking on your door saying you've been served. I haven't seen a lot of fucking flex comments. Sad to see what we became. Let's get it on. Standard. Lockett or Lazard? I will take Lockett there. Yes, it would. Yes, it would. Pristine auction. Don't fuck around. Trade Sutton for Michael Carter, full PPR. I think it is in a raw vacuum, I'd probably take Sutton, but I do think it's a little bit of a lateral move. So if your team needs a running back more, like if you have 4 good wide receivers and you only have 1 or 2 good running backs, I'd be fine making the move. I don't think it's like a clear win either way. Do you guys prefer Pitts or Rachaad White rest of the season? Jesus Christ. It depends what other tight end you have. If you have another tight end that you're starting or that you feel comfortable starting without Pitts, then maybe Rachaad White. But Rachaad White, I mean, you know what he is right now. Like he's not playable. He's not startable. But you obviously have just upside sitting on the bench. So if you have another good tight end, you can get rid of Pitts and then also just kind of chill with that upside with White and hoping that something happens with Fournette. Fine with it. But if you're like backup for Pitts is, I don't know, Cole Kmet or Mike Gesicki or something like that, or probably ain't done gone, not pull the trigger. Do you feel me? Thoughts on Matt Collins with the LV injuries? Yeah, so it was one of the first questions I originally answered on the stream, and I'll refocus my thoughts again. One, there's a lot of flashy headlines here. Like Darren Waller on the IR, Hunter Renfrow on the IR. Let's not forget that Darren Waller's been on the IR for like what? I mean, he's been on the bench. He's been out for like 6 weeks in a row. And in that time frame, Matt Collins hasn't done shit. So headline number 1 didn't actually matter to Matt Collins. Hunter Renfrow is the other piece here. And Hunter Renfrow also hasn't been doing shit. So does it condense the targets a little bit? Yeah, but like the last 4 games for Hunter Renfrow, 3 catches, 1 catch, 3 catch, 4 catches. He has yet to go over 59 yards. So I think overall it obviously raises the floor of a guy like Matt Collins because probably gets an extra 1, 2, maybe 3 targets in the game. I like him a little bit more. I just moved him up my rankings by like 4-ish spots. But we've seen 0 consistency out of him. He's up at like wide receiver 42. So I still have like Curtis Samuel over him. I have Terrace Marshall over him. I have Mecole Hardman over him. But yeah, I mean, you got to like him a little bit more. I just don't want to get over our fucking skis about it. Do you feel me? How we doing? Modelo, Pacifico or Corona? Man, I always grab Pacifico if I can. I feel like the only time I drink Pacifico is when I'm out in San Diego. So anytime I find it elsewhere, it reminds me of San Diego, which is, you can for sure be reminded of worse things. So for sure, Pacifico, dude. Come on, dude. Dude. Fried calamari, chicken cutlet for sure. We actually had a debate in the office the other day about chicken cutlets. Like thin chicken cutlets are the GOAT, right? Some places that make them like thicker, very rarely do places who make thick chicken cutlets make them good, like do them well. A lot of times the chicken ends up being like too chewy or some bullshit. So I would easily I honestly might take thick chicken cutlets over fried calamari too. I like fried calamari, but like it's definitely not. I mean, they ain't even on the same fucking tier of chicken cutlets. You're basically asking me if you could start a kicker in the super flex spot. Come on now. Like we all love a good kicker every now and then, but what up, Vanilla Gorilla? Oh, big dog member here. Yeah, sorry again, guys. If you're a big dog member, I accidentally made this stream for the public, but drop any of your questions in the members only chat on our private Discord, and I will get them to you. And if you want to join the private Discord, you want to be in the Q&Assaults going forward, you want our in-season weekly rankings, the only place to get them is at bdge.co. Got to be a big dog member. Need to fill war and flex. What is happening right now? There's so many loud noises. I have Curtis Samuel, I have Foreman, I have Wilson, I have Pittman. All right, so we're going to assume that is Deonta Foreman. We're going to assume that is Jeff Wilson because the Jets, I believe, are on a bye. All right, so one, really like Jeff Wilson. I like Deonta Foreman too. Fuck. Okay, we need a flex. Let's start off the wide receiver. So we have Curtis Samuel, we have Pittman. I have Pittman definitely over Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel's been bad with Taylor Heineke. He had a big game last game only because he caught one like 60-yard pass that was just atrocious defense. Like should never have been caught. So he has been not great with Heineke. And I'm definitely not depending on Curtis Samuel. Not that Pittman's been great with Ellinger, but he'll get the volume, I think. So give me Pittman over Samuel. And then for flex, definitely between the two running backs. I feel like we're in for a good bounce back game for Foreman. I have Foreman up at running back 26. I have, who's the other one in question here? I have Jeff Wilson, I think, much higher. Yep. I got Wilson up at running back 18. So I'm gonna go with Jeff Wilson there. He's taking over as a starter. More snaps, more targets, more everything in an offense that you for sure want to attach yourself to. Drop 20 for Jaylen Warren. Yes, 1,000%. Scary Terry or Mostert in the flex full PPR. Definitely Scary Terry for me. Even though it's a tough matchup against Philly, he's just getting so many targets, and he's good enough to make a play against any cornerback in the league. Just fucking hold that. Darnell Mooney or Rondell Moore in the flex, full PPR. You're asking the right questions here as well. They got it. They're super close. I think. I think I'm definitely rolling Rondell Moore there. He's been such a staple of this offense. He's playing in the slot now. He's getting the consistent targets. Yeah, I got Moore's 29. I got and Jalen Ramsey's going to go battle toe for toe. They're playing on the front lines against DeAndre Hopkins this week. So, give me Mooney against Detroit. Give me Rondell Moore against LA. Over Mooney. Still liking the over on Mariota passing yards tonight, given all the wind and rain, trying to hit that. Yeah, no, I will pivot from there. I gave out 2 plays in the email this morning, in our newsletter. Forget which ones I picked. I definitely took Cordarrelle Patterson over 53.5. And then, oh wait, did I never fucking send that? No, I did. You know what? Actually, you know what's fucking sweet? PrizePicks opened up a new gameplay, which is fucking cool. Check this out. Yeah, when I originally said the Mariota line, I think I didn't have the weather update like that. They now offer these squares where they have multiple players together and they put a 0.5 touchdown total on them. So you can get the combination of Amon-Ra or Darnell Mooney. So if just one of them catches a touchdown, you hit on the square. If you take the over, you could take the more or less on it, obviously. But this is a brand new gameplay that they put onto the platform, which is actually super fucking fun. They have a whole bunch of combinations. Like for tonight, they have actually, I'll just fucking screenshot it and throw it up for you guys. Check this out. They have a whole ad, so you can get Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and K here. 1 touchdown total. So I don't actually know which ones I love here yet, but I do like this gameplay a lot, and I think a lot of you guys will be able to take advantage. Well, okay, so there's a Deontay Johnson versus Najee Harris one, and I think I would love to take the under there. More ways to get your money. Damn right. You damn right. They're smart over there. All right. It's been a little bit over 30 minutes. I actually have a dinner reservation at 6 o'clock. Yeah, he has been bad, which is why we take the under. They don't score touchdowns over there in Pittsburgh. I will take Mooney here. I've seen this question asked a lot of times. I have Mooney up at 32. I have Cooks at 35. So slight lean towards Mooney here. Yeah, sweet helmet. Go check it out. Pristine auction. If you use the code BG when you sign up, you don't got to buy anything, but you're automatically entered into the free raffle giveaway, which will be next week, I believe. I love you guys. I'm out. Enjoy the evening. Enjoy the game. Fucking rise up. Let's go. Cordy P, Crispy P, Crunchy P season. I'm out of here. Thank you for hanging out.